So I gotta be honest about something here. It might, kind of rub people up. I don't really care how it rubs people, whatever. In the Declaration of Independence, it says something like, all men are created equal or something like that. Boy, that's the biggest lie I ever heard in my life. That's the biggest lie I ever heard in my life, dude. And here's the thing, look, I don't agree in any type of authority. I think anybody that says they have authority is kind of just assuming it, and claiming it basically. I don't believe in any type of authority. I think we were all created by, the whole universe, I guess, was created by some unknown creator. It's like, you can't act like you got like some more, you don't even know why you exist, bro. Like, don't try to tell me nothing, So I don't really believe in authority, but I definitely don't believe everybody's created equal. And I mean, you can just see that there's just a difference in like, really what I'm trying to say about the whole thing. There's differences in a lot of ways with people, but the main one is like, intellectually, I'm not trying to be harsh, that's really what I'm thinking about. There's different things, there's different aspects of life, and we all have differences, but I mean, certain people have different talents, different aptitudes for certain things, and intelligence is definitely one of those things. Certain people do not like, dude, I promise you, if certain geniuses did not like make this world so simple and like create tools and systems so we're like, can live an easy, carefree life, like if these people had to live in nature, bro, they'd have been picked off a long time ago. And some of those people end up reproducing. It's like, wow. And like we have a whole like giant gene. Some of those people reproduce a lot because they don't even think about how they're gonna raise their kids. Just like, just sex feels good. Sex. I like sex. And they end up having like fucking 15 kids, And then those kids have 15 kids. It's like the gene pool's exploded with some people who might be, I'm telling you, if they were living in the jungle, I don't think a lot of people would survive. So if it wasn't for certain geniuses making this whole world so freaking easy, you know what I mean? I don't think they'd be around. But certain people have made it easy. And the gene pool has exploded with a lot of dum-dums. I mean, I'm not trying to like say it like that. I mean, people are people. I'm not really tripping. But here's why I say that. Why I say that is because a lot of, like this internet thing, a lot of people seem to have these ideas that they think are like, people have this ability to just say whatever they want to say. And it's kind of, it's out of a social setting. Usually in a social setting, like, people kind of feel it out and they usually don't speak out of line too much. Sometimes people might. Actually, a lot of people seem like doing that more these days. But, people are just like free to just write whatever they want on the internet, whatever. Make videos like this, that's fine. I'm not even opposed to it. I actually like freedom of speech, but I'm saying the truth because of, I've seen so much stuff that's just so stupid. I'm like, y'all are the dumbest people I've ever seen in my life. And honestly, because of this, I'm actually glad people have spoken up because I'm just seeing what everybody's saying and about a lot of things. I'm just like, dude, y'all like, do you even think? Have you ever tried to think? Like, do you know how to think? You just jump off the tongue with some shit, like assumptions about how shit works. Oh yeah, man, trees grow because the fucking explosions in the ground, pop them out of the ground like popcorn. Like, I don't even know. I can't even make up nothing as stupid as some people say. You know what I'm saying? And that was not an attempt to be funny. That was an attempt to explain the level of stupidity I see with a lot of stuff. Yeah, so I see a lot of stupid stuff. And really, I'm glad it's been exposed because now I'm like, damn, now I know how stupid people are. And that's not an attempt to sound superior. A lot of people think that's like the ultimate, like the instant assumption. A lot of people still have egos. They still have like, oh, he said I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? And they fucking, people react to that shit. And that's kind of why I do this too. Because I'm like, damn, motherfuckers need to be told something. Like, you can't just keep on with your stupidity and everybody act like it's all good. But honestly, I'm glad it's been exposed because now I realize what I'm working with out here. You know what I mean? And honestly, because of that, I don't really trust democracy no more. And a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, don't you dare take away the freedom to vote. What you thinking? It's like, honestly, I know how this world's already governed. People have already exploited the stupidity of the population. We have democracy and people have the freedom to vote, but they're always led into the decisions they make. Simple-minded people who don't understand shit can so easily be fucking convinced that something's a good idea. It's fucking retarded. And I see this over and over, dude. And shit, that's why people buy stuff they buy. Fucking marketing, propaganda, you know what I'm saying? All day, all fucking day. People are fucking brainwashed and controlled, dude, because they're a bunch of fucking morons. I'm not even trying to be fucked up, but it's the fucking truth, dude. And I'm honestly being kind of soft. I'm trying to break the news softly, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the whole thing with everybody being created equal, you know, that was Thomas Jefferson basically saying, like, you know, fuck the fucking people over in England, like, trying to assume authority, saying they're kings and queens. I don't believe in no authority like that. Fuck y'all. I mean, a lot of people might fall for that shit. I don't fall for none of that shit. I know that everybody alive is just as fucking, you know, I guess in the dark about why we even exist, why this whole universe even exists. Nobody, like, how you gonna assume authority and try to, like, say, oh yeah, I'm the guy? Like, that's just the most arrogant, dumb shit in the world. Like, I think that's retarded. So honestly, that's what that was about, more or less, saying like nobody has the right to rule over them, probably. And obviously Thomas Jefferson has slaves, so you have to figure that one out. Personally, I'm a very sensitive guy. I don't even like seeing like an animal. Like, I just rode my bike over here and there's a freaking dog that was sitting up in this patio, like, locked. He stays there every single day, and I'm like, damn, it's so fucked up. Like, let the dog free, let him live, you know what I mean? That's like, I'm just about that. I'm about letting people live. And I feel like the world works better. I feel like when people are all, you know, locked up and stuff, then they get crazy, and, you know, that's not good. People gotta live, you know, that's what life's about, is living. And so I'm about that. I'm about everybody with their freedom, living. I don't think anybody should control anybody else. But I am saying, I know a lot of people are really dumb. I just know that at this point. And that took me a while to figure out, honestly. You know, honestly, I've seen people make, you know, look, I'll tell you the truth. I already know how the world's governed. Like I said, propagandists, whatever. And that's just, you know, I was talking about people buying stuff. I'm really talking about, like, with democracy. You think you're making the best decision. You're being led with certain information. They're telling you a story. They're filling your mind with certain ideas. And you're making decisions based on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're controlling everybody's minds for the most part. You know, like, this whole world could be entirely different. We have entirely different systems, but these people want to keep the systems they have so they can stay in control, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? We got an entirely different world with entirely different systems, very simple. And they don't like that. And instead they want to govern people, and they already do. We have democracy, and people are like, yeah, democracy, freedom, vote. But it's like, y'all ain't seeing how it's already controlled, dude. And honestly, out of all the ways, I mean, I could think to make shit happen, that's probably one of the most functional ways. Because people think they're free. Democracy, yeah, fuck a democracy, I get a vote. And then at the same time, you know, these people kind of control the outcome either way, because they just know how to fucking brainwash people and shit. I'm not even opposed to it. I'm not even mad about it. I'm kind of a little bit mad because I'm not, like, in their little clique of people who run everything and exploit everybody and blah, blah, blah. But honestly, it's just, what else are you supposed to do with this whole bunch of people that are not very intelligent? You know, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of intelligent people. There's a lot of stupid people, dude. And they're just like, honestly, it's just, they would not be able to survive. And I'm telling you, they would have been gone a long time ago. Their whole, like, lineage, like, probably go like 5 generations back when motherfucking geniuses started making shit easy. And fucking, those motherfuckers would have been knocked out of the gene pool a long fucking time ago. So would all their whole lineage that came up after them, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got some dumb genes out here that, I'm not even trying to be fucked up, because I don't like to say it. I don't like to say it. I don't like to even, like, yeah, it's fine. It's good. But there's just so many dumb people, bro. And they always yap their fucking mouths. It's like, god damn, like, y'all wouldn't even, you know, let's put this in perspective. Certain people are geniuses, have been geniuses in the past, that invented shit that made life easy for everybody. And now you're benefiting from that. Show some fucking appreciation. And that's really all you gotta do. And then, you know what, then fine. You know, if you show appreciation, it's kind of like, cool, like we ain't even mad. And I'm not even saying we, you know what I mean? I show appreciation to these people, you know, I think they deserve a proper respect. And, but if there's a bunch of dum-dums just complaining like, why don't I have this? Why this? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, bro, you're lucky to have what you have, bro. You have what you have because of geniuses that have already come and made life so easy for you. And you get these retards that just fucking think they deserve the world. Like, bro, you're lucky to be alive. I'm telling you, motherfucking people be living out here. Like 80% of them motherfuckers probably been dead out here, bro. Fucking couldn't catch a damn squirrel if they tried. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds so fucked, but it's just the reality of the situation. I know it sounds fucked. And believe me, I'm not like, I don't like to be harsh like that, but it's the reality of the situation. And the real reason I'm even bringing this up is because it plays a part in how the world's governed. You can never, when the population has so many dumb people, there's never going to be reasoning, like honest to God, like logical reasoning that's going to make sense to people. Like, people lack the fucking ability to fucking make like common sense decisions. And about a lot of things, certain subjects like economics. A lot of motherfuckers don't understand that shit, and they don't care to, they don't try to, they never intend to. They just live so like minimally doing the most basic shit. They never even try to. I think maybe it should be like licensing for like, you have to pass like a certain test to be able to vote or something. You have to have a certain like aptitude or some shit. And people will be like, no, I'm smart. I'm just not smart at that test. I see how it's governed right now. It's another thing Thomas Jefferson said, there's never been a such thing as an ignorant and free society, nor will there ever be. It's like, people are ignorant and stupid, and of course they're gonna be taken advantage of, you know? That's what's happening right now. So I'm trying to think of like, what's the best way for people to like move along. And right now it's kind of critical because we got like fucking free market capitalism. It's free market capitalism kinda. There's the banking system and the monetary system, which is all fucking exploited and shit. Capitalism itself we're destroying our own planet with it, you know? Way better things we could be doing. And, you know, to facilitate those changes, I don't think it's going to come about by some simple democratic election. It's going to have to be like I don't know, maybe it can. I don't really know. But what I'm trying to figure out is what's a better way to like govern this whole, what's a better way for people to govern themselves, for this whole world, our human species to move forward, make progress, you know? And honestly, you have to take into account just what we're really working with out here. You know, you're never going to be able to reason with dum-dums. It's just not going to happen. It's like you can trick them into believing something's a good idea. Just, hey, like, lollipop, ooh, you know? I'm not trying to be fucked up, but, you know, a lot of people, honestly, I think dum-dums should just see their way out, you know? Just, honestly, look, I know when I don't know about something. If I'm, like, walking into a conversation about, like, rocket science, or quantum physics or something, I'll be like, I'll just shut up and listen before I speak. If somebody wants to vote, like, what should we do? What course of action should we take in building this rocket? If I don't know shit about rockets, I'm gonna say, I have no idea, so I'm not even gonna vote. You know what I'm saying? That's just the logical thing to do, but people don't even have that much logic, you know what I mean? And that's honestly, it's exploited. It's exploited, you know? I remember when I was in high school, right after high school, Barack Obama was running for president. And like, there's this thing on MTV that they kept saying, vote or die. It had Paris Hilton and Puff Daddy. And they're vote or die, like, so important that you vote, just get out and vote. And I'm like, okay. And like, I never knew nothing about no politics whatsoever, dude. All I cared about was like, I was doing drugs and partying back then. But I happened to turn 18, like right before that. I'm like, all right, let me get out and vote. So the only thing I knew about politics was the stupid shit that fucking MTV showed me. And we had John McCain and Barack Obama. I'm like, John McCain looks like an old freaking hag. Screw that guy. I want Barack Obama. He's a black president. And I remember there's a Tupac song called Changes. And he's like, we ain't ready to have a black president. I'm like, we ready now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, let's do this thing. And sadly, I was too fucked up on stupid illegal substances to even make it to the voting poll. But I was going to vote for Barack Obama just because he was a black dude. And he seemed cooler. And that's how this fucking shit works. That's exactly why they did that vote or die thing. Because they know people are fucking retarded. I was retarded. I was a retarded freaking kid. I was I was literally like on Xanax and shit. Like, fuck yeah, Barack Obama, bro. Fuck yeah. It's gonna fucking rock and roll, bro. Gonna have a black president. It's gonna be no more racism in the world. It's all gonna be like utopia and shit. You know, how'd that work out? Like, it did not work out. He became president either way, you see what I'm saying? So, and that's how people are taken advantage of. And I mean, if you want like verification, you know, there's like conspiracy theories. Talk about Freemasonry, the Illuminati and shit. But if you read a book from Freemasonry called Morals and Dogma from a guy named Albert Pike, who used to kind of like be like the main dude in Freemasonry in America back in like the late 1800s. The first page, he says like humans are like a unregulated force, and they need to be like that force needs to be kind of directed by, you know, intellect. So it's basically saying like humans are a bunch of dum-dums. They need to be governed, you know what I'm saying? Not like by their own like, you know, self-determination, but like no, like they're dumb, and you have to like kind of direct that dumb, you know, brute force of the human species. And it's basically saying they need to be governed. That's literally what they do, and they do it. Propaganda, whatever. You think it's democracy, it is democracy, but you're being led into every single thing that you think is like, I'm telling you, I think so outside of like everything. I'm looking at this whole situation, I'm like, it's all like capitalism's destroying the planet. Like we got totally different systems, you know, but they try to keep people in like a multiple choice thing. I think they even train people in school with some multiple choice stuff on purpose, just so you think it's one of the above, you know, A, B, or C, or none of the above, you know. I don't know, but they always try to keep it within a certain spectrum, so you know, so they can control the outcome. They probably don't care which one it is. As long as it's A or B, fuck it. We'll work with either one. And it's still within their spectrum of what they want to happen. It's within their spectrum of allowable outcomes, you know. I'm telling you, that's how people are already governed. I'm telling you, I know this because I've done study this stuff. Read a book called Propaganda. It was written in like 1928. That's a long time ago. It's almost a century ago. And it talks about all these simple methods just to like control the masses and stuff. That's a long time ago. And now we have like all this other technology. We got phones. Bro, they've been at it for a while, I'm telling you. And so, like I said, I don't really believe in democracy because I know how it's exploited already. And what I really believe in is competent people make a choice about stuff. Like, leave the rocket science to the rocket scientists. You know, if you don't know nothing about it, see your way out. You know what I mean? If you hear people talking about like economics, you don't know nothing about it, either just shut up and listen or just see your way out. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. I think people should like literally have to take like certain competency tests to like vote on certain issues. Like, dude, like if you don't even know about it, how you gonna go to the poll and vote? Like that's like the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. And it's already exploited like to the maximum level. And shoot, they were trying to lower the voting age to like 16. 16? Bro, I could barely like think when I was 16. I'm telling you, I was just partying, being a dummy. 19, like Barack Obama was still doing the same thing. I knew nothing about politics, nothing. Trying to lower the age to 16. That's exactly what I'm saying. They want people to be as dumb and naive as possible so they could just fill them up with stupid propaganda, get them to the voting polls. So, I mean, it's democracy exploitation. That's all it is. So that's what it's all for. I think that's why they even lowered the voting age from 21 to 18. I think that's also why and I'm not even against this one because there's a lot of intelligent women, but I think that's also partially why they had the women's suffrage thing go on, because women at the time, they weren't, I don't know how into it they were, but politics, and it was more of a manly domain, you know. And so I think they're like, let's get women in here. And honestly, women sometimes are easily convinced as well. And I know this just because I'm not saying all women. Look, believe me, I like intelligent women. I prefer intelligent women. I don't like dumb women. But I do know there is a lot of women that are very impressionable, stuff like that. And I think that's also why women's suffrage was a thing. And you know, it used to just be like competent people that were voting. You know what I mean? And the age was 21. I think the age should be pushed up to like 25 or something like that. Like, honestly. So then wait till you're competent, you know what I mean? or have a competency test, you know, something, because I'm telling you, it's exploited as fuck right now. And everybody just being persuaded with stupid stuff, talking about, oh yeah, like it's a great idea to do this dumb thing. Everybody's like, yeah, let's do it. Vote for Barack Obama because it's gonna end racism. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. The world's gonna be a better place and everything's gonna be perfect because Barack Obama said so. Didn't work out. Barack Obama still became president. I'm telling you, my naive thoughts were it's gonna end racism. That's what I thought in my brain. And people are like twice as bad now. That's not how stuff works out here, dude. It's just not. And honestly, the world just needs to be governed in a more constructive manner, dude. Like, we can't just have a bunch of dum-dums voting on everything. It's just not gonna work. I mean, honestly, the way it's governed right now is probably the best way, because honestly, if you took away democracy, everybody would be like, there's a totalitarian government. And it probably would be, to be honest, because I don't think those people care about you. I think they think of you as a bunch of dummies. They probably pull me in with that shit, and that's what I was saying earlier. Like, I don't like that shit. But what's the other option? The other option is to kind of regulate democracy a little bit more, have competency tests or something, or you know, kind of just put your faith in certain intelligent people, you know, like if you have like a group project, like, you know, this guy, he knows how to handle the business, so you're like, all right, just let him make decisions about it, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know, so I don't know. But sometimes people are naive and they fall for stupid lies. Like, one guy could make himself out to be like, oh, I can handle this, and he knows nothing. It's like, oh crap, we just trusted that guy. He fucked it all up for us. You know, and that already happens in elections. We got presidents that are morons. We got politicians that are morons. Come on, man. I'm telling you, it's totally exploited. That's what I'm really trying to troubleshoot right now. So I think it's a good conversation just to shed some light on the subject. And I don't want to waste any more of your time. So I guess I'll leave it at that. You can think about that. You can make of it what you want. And somebody I think needs to be troubleshooted, you know, in the coming years. And especially right now, because, like I'm telling you, industrialism, and it's just the same old systems, just, it's like it's already destructive, and it's just growing. The destruction is just growing, and it's critical at this time. So I think these people that already govern everybody already have plans. They wanna depopulate the planet and then control the rest that's left and shit. They got plans, dude. So either prepare yourself for that, or let's start figuring something out. So that's kind of what this is about. So that being said, I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know what to expect, man. I'm honestly kind of bracing myself for the worst, to be honest, because I don't see anybody changing. People like this is like logical, but people probably ain't gonna listen for one, for two. Even if they heard it, they'll be like, they probably wouldn't care. Three, if they did care, they'd be like, what am I supposed to do about it? Because everybody else don't care. So it's like, I'm not even expecting nothing to change, dude. I'm just talking just to have a intelligent fucking whatever discussion about something, you know. I already think like that, so fucking I might as well talk about it, you know. I get bored like not expressing my thoughts like that, you know. So that's why I do this shit, because I get bored, literally. It's like I'm holding it in. I'm seeing so much stupidity. I'm like, dude, no, it's somebody has to say something. Like, fuck this shit. I don't know. So someone think about, maybe eventually people will change, so we'll see. Sometimes it takes a serious critical wake-up call to snap people out of their stupidity. But even then, some people don't get it, man. Some people, they're just gonna ride off the edge of that cliff, no thoughts whatsoever. Think it's a good idea. They'll get told it's a good idea, and they'll be like, yeah. They'll get ready for it. They'll be hyped for it. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of preparing for the worst a little bit. I don't know. I'm still optimistic though. I'm realistic, but at the same time, I see a lot of positive options that we can take, can choose, and you know, even as the door closes, you know, so I still somehow managed to create some, you know, there's a lot of options right now. There's a lot more options 10 years ago. There's still a lot of options right now we can do. If the door gets, you know, it starts really squeezing us, you know, we might narrow our options, but there's always something we can do some way, somehow, hopefully, unless you're dead. And that's a real possibility. You got to understand that. And, you know, optimism. It's not, let me say one thing about optimism. It's it's about, you know, it's not just like just optimism, just hoping for the best. No, it's about, you know, thinking and creating a path of action. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, we can make a change. You know what I mean? It's not about just, I'm gonna be optimistic and hope for the best. Shit doesn't change. It's like your house on fire. Oh, just gonna be optimistic. It's gonna be okay. It's not how shit works. No, optimism is, I can put this out. We can do this. Here's like you have the optimism first, and then it like leads to like, you know, you believe in yourself. And once you believe in yourself, it's like you come up with a plan of action to actually put out the fire. You know what I mean? That's what optimism is about. So, you know, right now there's a lot of options we have, and if we kind of let it go, it's gonna be a lot less options, and it might get to a point where we run out of options. The house already burned down, you know. So think about that. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that. Like I said, I just do this stuff because I'm bored for the most part. I just got like this real shit inside me, you know. I gotta explain, express, whatever. So it is what it is, man. I'm take it or leave it. Take it how you want to. I don't know what to say about it. Like I said, I already know what I'm working with out here. So whatever. I'm out of here. Much love. Stay sane.